You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes we all start from the beginning and we feel like nobody hears our music, but trust me, it's people out here listening, it's people tapping in. And I just wanted people to know who you are, as we get into the show. Can you just introduce yourself?
Absolutely. I am LaShonda Schofield. I'm a singer songwriter. I'm also the proud owner of 309 Music Group. And you touched on, being independent and how much of a joy that is. For me, it's a personal joy because I get to pretty much call the shots. Um, I had opportunities to shop around to major labels back in the day, but I really think that God was just really preparing me and nurturing me for this experience so that I could, put out music to my liking and to also ultimately put out songs that uplift the kingdom. I
Absolutely.
think that really is ultimately my purpose. I'm an R&B singer at heart,
Hmm.
but
We miss R&B, so thank you. We love
you're welcome. Yeah, I am a student of R&B music. Like I have been listening to R&B music since I was able to talk.
okay.
Like it's just been a part of me from the very, very beginning. So I feel like it's in my DNA, as I'm sure
Hmm.
it is in most people. But I just at a very young age took a liking to certain artists. I was the kid that was looking at the liner notes and trying to figure out who was doing what
Oh,
behind
what?
the scene. You know what I mean? Like I just took an interest in that kind of stuff. And most
Yeah,
people probably were like, okay, why was she doing that? But I think that was important because that was the infancy stages of being what I am today.
yeah, yeah. And reading those, inserts and stuff, I read about Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I ended up working with them. You know what I'm saying? So
What?
it's like you
What?
can read some credits one day, and then
Are
you can
you
be
for
like,
real?
"What?" So
Uh,
yeah, so it's a blessing to read credits and actually know who's doing what, and then you sitting with the people that's doing the stuff. How does that feel? Because I know you just did a show with Craig Robinson, and I also met him as well at one of my concerts. And it was just dope seeing you guys like, oh my God, like, how was this experience? He's so funny.
Yo, okay. First of all, it was a very organic experience.
Mm-hmm.
I have to shout out Marlon, one of my really dear friends. He's a comedian, and he was in town, and
Hmm.
we were hanging out, and he was like, "Come to the comedy club with me."
Okay.
And I was like, "Okay." He was like, "What you doing tonight?" I was like, I'm working on music stuff, but I'll come out." So I
Mhm.
came out with him, and Garfield Bright from Shy he had came out as well, and it was just a really organic experience. We did not plan to do that.
Mhm.
It was one of those like Craig and I immediately started like singing together and just vibing, like, just kind of like on a, just vibing. He started singing, I started singing, and he was like, "Yo, you want to come on stage with me?"
See,
And I was like, "Absolutely."
see.
So all of that, what you saw was just ad lib.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Spontaneous. I love that though. That's what people come out for. They don't just come out to see robots do, exactly what, because the night is never the same. It's not what you planned, it is not what you envisioned.
No.
It's always something new. So
Mhm.
I'm happy to hear you jumped into that. And I'm like scrolling and I see you guys, and it just looked like a happy moment. Like, man, this is
It
history.
was. The crowd was getting into it. I think they were just happy to be out,
Yeah, that's
couples night out kind of vibe. And I started singing Anita Baker, and they joined in with me and they were singing with me. It was a really great experience. And Craig is a wonderful person. Like he's so
much
much
love
fun.
to Craig Robinson. Really in the music side, he's incredible. And then in the movies and comedy. So, what are some of the other things that you're getting involved in besides your music? Because I'm sure you just have so many other talents. You seem like you're
Oh, bless
hilarious
you.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
Well, I'm actually, gosh, I wish I could really talk about it. It's one of those kind of situations where I'm kind of gagged right now, but I'm working on a really special project that will be marketed very, very soon I'm not at liberty to say, but
Don't
it's big.
worry. You get
Big.
to come back here and bring it to me when you're ready, okay?
Like, I'll put it to you this way. Once I am able to say, then you're gonna be like, oh, that's what she was talking about during her interview.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we love positive music and images, like positive, energetic music is what I hear from you. How does it feel to control your imagery and show
Oh,
us that there, you know what I'm saying? We love to be represented, Queen. I mean, Black girls love seeing Black girls.
yes, yes. My whole message is really female empowerment, loving yourself, honoring yourself,
Yeah,
being the best essence of yourself. That is so important. So when I put out imagery, I try to reflect that. I want to feel good, I want to look good, but I want to also embody what it means to be a Black woman, what
yeah.
it means to be a Black woman in this society.
Hmm.
We tend to glorify, and no shade to my sisters that
Please,
like,
please be the queen because they listening and it's young
yeah, I
ears
mean,
always
no
trying to figure.
shade to the rump shaking
Mhm,
and the booty
exactly.
popping and all of that. But I just feel like in this season, it's important to showcase
Yeah,
beauty, class, elegance, and do it in a way that, you can still be sexy, but in
absolutely.
a classy kind of way.
It's kind of hard not to be sexy when you're a queen. You know what I mean? When you know you're a queen, you're royal, It's something about just being royal and seeing other people represent, other queens represent
Yes.
the way, it's kind of the opposite, of what's going on right now. I love that. It's a challenge, but of course it has to be done. So trust me, we're watching the other queens and the other sisters and the empowerment sisters. We love to see that. So that's why on Lovely Radio, because that's why I named it Lovely Radio, because this is like full of love for family love,
Yes.
music business,
Yes.
information about ourselves and things that people listen to our music, but they don't know who we are. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they don't see me get involved in too much politics, but I am about my people. You know what I'm saying? All about my people and the growth of us trying to figure out things like, how we can unify and work together. So
So important. It's so important. We have
this is
so many things that are working against us. So
absolutely.
we unifying and bridging gaps, finding ways to bridge gaps between, the brothers and the sisters.
Yeah.
And, I just feel like, anything we can do that is uplifting and that is positive,
Hmm.
we should do that, and we should encourage others to do that as well.
Absolutely. We enjoy that. So I mean, it's been some things that I was researching some stuff and I listened to your music too. But we gonna get into you as a songwriter because you're not only just the, typical songwriter, you actually have some dope concepts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all about
Wow.
concepts. I really love concepts. So
Wow.
songwriting and I mean, how does that feel? You got us, the females now. How does it feel to have a male fan base like listening to your lyrics like Calamity and like no grown, no, what is
No grown voice
no
allowed.
grown
Right.
boys? I love grown boys. Listen, y'all. Grown boys.
I've had some grown boys.
Me too.
Just keeping it real. It feels great. And I think what I find most rewarding, quite honestly, is when the guys approach me and give me, feedback on those
Yeah,
types of songs.
yeah.
So what that tells me is men, if done in the spirit of love, they don't mind being corrected.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, they
You
know
it's
that
something
there are
else
some
for.
areas, because really it's about being the best essence of yourself.
Yeah.
So if we don't have female writers to, showcase
Our
that
perspective.
story,
Yeah.
those
Mhm.
stories, and we only have the males speaking for the females, no shade to the male
No shade
songwriters
to the
out there.
Neos and the
No,
people in the
yeah,
dreams and all of them who write
yeah,
incredible
like
female
they
songs. You're not
they
mad at y'all.
paved the way. They paved the way. But I think it's important for females
Yeah.
to tell stories
Yeah.
from their perspective, from their perch.
It hits
So,
home. It hits someone in a place where like music can really bridge that gap for sure. But it's like medicine to your ears and your soul, because sometimes you hear some stuff and you be like, whoa, I have to sit back on that one.
Girl,
I have to
girl,
refine this because this is what I needed today. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a vitamin. It's a
yeah,
vitamin.
keep giving them the vitamin. I'm listening because they need to
It's
hear
a
about it.
vitamin. It's
Y'all
I
need to
call
look
it
up the
ear
lyrics. I'm telling
candy. Bless you.
you.
I appreciate that. I really do try to put a lot of heart and soul into the lyrics and not
I can
just,
tell.
cookie cut it,
Yeah,
but really to give the songs the attention that they deserve.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's good rhythms, good
Mhm.
melodies. Shout out to everybody in my chat. I'm into this, what I'm doing right now. Hey, Mom, what's up? Everybody in the chat. Much love to everybody who
Hey,
came through. I have a phenomenal artist on tonight, and I'm going to play her music after we done talking. That's how we do it on a Lovely Radio Show. We got to get into the interview, and then we get into the music so y'all could just rock out, you know what I'm saying, without no interruptions. And, it's tonight, make sure y'all go and follow her, because I know Heller and a lot of my warriors go back and forth on Instagram and things. You can go ahead and tell them where they can follow you right now, because I know.
sure, sure. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook under LaShonda Schofield. That's SCHOFIELD. I
Mhm.
have a platform at LaShondaSchofield.com where you can have access to all of my music that's out commercially.
I like
And I'm also on Twitter at Dat Girl Can Write.
that girl can write, and I love that girl.
That
We're
girl
gonna
can write.
talk about some more stuff, because as an independent artist, what were some of the things that were told to you by, like, in the past, by labels or industry standard talk? What were some of the things you're doing now for yourself that, you know what I'm saying? It's contradictive what they were saying. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think back in the day, I got started like when I was like 19, 20. So I was managed at the time by the famous flautist Bobby Humphrey.
Hmm.
She was at the time managing me. Um, Very great songwriter Ryan Toby. He's best known for a lot of hits that he's written for Usher and Mary
Hmm.
J. Blige, you name it. But at that time, she was shopping me around to the labels, and I think people just really didn't know what to do with me because I was young. I had a very young pop sound,
Hmm.
so I was just kind of like a misfit back then. But I really feel like again that was God's protection,
Hmm.
and that I just really wasn't meant to be on a label um, because
Not
it
someone
never
else's,
happened.
your own.
It never materialized. So I have to believe that that was really God's protection and that, he had other things in mind.
Absolutely.
But I had mentors and just people along the way. Songwriter Joseph B. Jefferson, he's passed on now, but he
Hmm.
was very instrumental in my career in the infancy stages of developing, the platform of songwriting,
Yeah.
the platform of being your own label. So I credit him a lot for his teachings and just things that he taught me,
Good.
things to do, not to do.
Got to do.
And it's important to listen, you know what I mean? Like you
True.
get this advice, this
Mhm.
amazing advice,
Yeah.
but you have to take it.
Yeah.
So
And you have to
just
use it,
you got to use it, right? So
Ex-
I just feel like now I'm in a season where um, the things that I don't know, I
Yeah.
research.
Hmm.
I have other people that have walked the walk before me, so
Yes.
I utilize their expertise. But really, it's just about making sure that I put out the best quality music
Yeah.
possible. So, people put labels on our music, like they say major artists versus indie. But I look at it from the perspective of, is it good
Yeah.
or is it bad? You
Yeah.
know,
No
um,
gray area.
yeah. So it's just really about making sure that I put out what I deem the best quality music that I possibly can.
You're doing great. You're doing great. I know, as for me, I had amateurs and some of my peers kind of tell me, that, you know, I won't make money in this business, and that, I won't stay relevant. And really, I've never wanted to be like famous. I just wanted to establish my business, make money, and also like therapy, because I am a therapist in real life, but music is therapy. You know what I'm saying? So I love to bring music and something that puts a smile on your face, some type of emotion. So
Mhm.
they was lying, talking about something ain't relevant. Something is relevant if it makes you feel a
And
certain
all
kind of
you
way.
have to do is reach one person. If you
That's
reach
it.
one person,
Now, come on.
you've already won the race. You know what I mean? Like, and
It's that
I'm
simple.
so glad you touched on that, because I think when you approach it from the standpoint of fame,
Hmm.
I'm not in this for fame. I'm in this because it's my purpose.
Absolutely.
And it's really about writing songs that reach people, that help people heal, that
Hmm.
help people fall in love, that help people to learn, to grow. So fame is not even something that I have in the
Not even
equation.
part of it, but I understand, the perspective of today's whatever this industry is called. I just love doing music. So it's never been a time that I felt like I couldn't do it. It's never been a time that I've never made a way for myself to get in a studio and record, or you know what I'm saying? If there was a deadline, I've always tried to meet it, and give high expectations for myself, because people, they don't have to reach out for this. You know what I'm saying? I just was asked a little while ago, how much is my features, from someone who just follows me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a blessing sometimes to just see how the work comes along the way. And staying firm and staying on my square and loving what I do, I have to share my platform for others who are doing the same thing and may not have the reach. Or if you have the reach, there's some people over here that may not know. So it's my job, besides being an artist, is just to reach, you know what I'm saying, more artists that are doing the right thing in this business. And first of all, we love Black images. We're unapologetically Black over here, and we love supporting Black owned, especially a woman, in this business. It takes a lot to actually own yourself, be an artist, write the music, dude. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself
Yeah,
together. So I applaud you.
yeah, it's a labor of love.
Yeah.
And I do it unapologetically as well. I just feel like it's what I'm supposed to be doing. And when you do what you're destined to do, God always makes a way.
Bless
Always makes a way. He sends the
upon
right
blessing.
people. He makes the right connections. Like,
Hmm.
everything that I've done up to this point
Hmm.
has been divinely orchestrated. I
Woo.
can't take credit for none of it.
None of it, any of it at all. I promise y'all, I do not take credit for it. My sister is a witness that we don't take credit for this. This is a mission.
Yes, it's a mission. Yes,
What is,
accurately
are
described.
you on your own label? What is the
I
name of
am
the
on
label?
my own label, 309 Music Group.
See,
Yeah,
y'all said it. You know what I'm saying?
I own my own masters.
I love it.
I own everything,
I love it.
everything.
This is a special
But
show.
I don't do it alone though, and that's the
No,
thing.
we
No,
see,
it's like,
listen, everyone knows that
yeah,
I give
there's
my
a team of
50%.
people that make it happen. That you know, we're all
My
in this together.
producers, my graphic artists, the people that work with me on my label, everyone that works with me is a boss. Everyone that works with me is an expert in their field, like I'm an expert in my field.
Yes.
So I love that. We listen, we couldn't do it all by ourselves, because don't nobody listen to us if we go out there and be like, I said I'm good. You better listen to me. You gotta have your warriors, your soldiers out there, like, listen,
Yeah.
I'm opening
Yeah.
this door right now for this queen right here. It's what I'm doing. I'm opening this lovely radio show up for this
Mhm.
queen right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you respect me and what I listen to, just know that I'm listening to something fabulous, and I'm finna share with you tonight. That's what I know. This is what I know, sis. This is
Thank
not what I'm making up. Listen, we bring artists on, they share the show. I appreciate some music. I have to, reach out to the younger generation. But when it comes to R&B and fire, listen, we just had ladies
you.
night. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple of we had a couple of holidays that was geared around all the women. So you've been in the playlist already over here. You know what I'm saying? So like I said,
My heart is full
this
because
is where
you've been supporting me from the very beginning,
absolutely.
and my heart is full.
Yeah. And then it takes time sometimes for people to collaborate and get together. So I'm glad you were able to take this time because I understand how busy you are, Queen. You know what I mean?
I always make time for you.
Thank you. Thank you. No, it really means a lot because every month I'm trying to have something to bring to the table that will actually inspire the next artist who's trying to actually get signed to maybe think about not being signed and just get to work. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes these stories right here, like your story and mine as well, because it has changed
Yeah.
a lot of people's idea of what being signed and what being a owner is
Hmm.
all about, because being an owner is a different level of the game. You're not being pulled around by a dog strap, being told what to do and how to do it and what to wear and how to do it and put your
Girl.
body together like this. Listen, it's what it is. You're going to get me organically, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a lot of love. You're going to get a lot of realness, but you're going to get me. And that's what I feel like, most artists don't realize. They thinking about the money. But if you think about the money, think about it like a school loan. If you get with a deal, you're going to own it.
I know that's
It's going to
real.
never go away.
And that's the truth. That is the truth.
Seriously.
That
So,
is the truth. And for me, I didn't even like, it wasn't even a question really. It was just a natural progression of
yeah,
what you needed to do.
yeah,
Because the concept of being a song slave and a
yeah.
artist slave just never appealed to me anyway.
It never appealed
And
to
I started to have the mindset of, you know, because I think a lot of times we're looking for someone to put us on.
me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what you have to realize is with ingenuity, you
Mm-hmm.
can put yourself on.
Absolutely.
And I have to credit one of my other friends, Tracy Hamlin. I have to credit her too because she's a boss chick too.
Okay.
And she was like, LaShonda, you could do this yourself. Like,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Tell us
Yeah,
like it is. Like you really got
yeah,
it. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah,
I love that people around are so, encouraging for us to do it because we're natural leaders. If you're a songwriter and you can think of some great songs and ideas that make people sing it over and over, actually you're a leader. You know what I'm saying? If you're saying the right words, you can
that's
be, grabbing some people to gravitate toward doing the right thing in life.
hmm.
So sometimes it just takes that one little thing. What was the one little thing that made you just say, I'm gonna do it?
Oh, wow. Okay, so Watch That Man. A lot of
Uh-huh.
people don't know this, but Watch That Man, I wrote that song. My daughter is 17, going
Hmm.
on 18. So that song is as old as her.
Good. Okay.
Um, and it was a demo that lived in my car for a very long time.
Hmm.
And I heard it one day and I was like, you know what? That needs to be out.
See, you better do it.
And once I made up in my mind, I was like, why is this living in my car? This needs to be out. So really that was the jump start to
Yeah.
getting that song commercially recorded and commercially released. And I had a really good friend of mine, his name is Corte Ishman. He's a filmmaker in
Hmm.
Dallas.
Hmm.
He wanted to use the song for a film. So really that was kind of like the spark,
Yeah.
the match spark to say, okay, God, we're in alignment. We're
Exactly.
speaking the same. I am now following your sheet of music.
Period.
Let's do this.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And putting those things together ended up making some magical things happen because I know a lot of artists right now have catalogs that live in their computers. And we talk about this on my show a lot. And we talk about this on my pages. There are songs that live in the computers, that live in the
Yeah.
cars, live in our phones.
Yeah.
And I'm on several songs of people's. And that's why I haven't really done features. I've done business
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I've had, friends and we work together and nobody's putting music out but me. You know what I'm saying? And then the music that
Wow.
I'm putting on for us, I'm putting that out. So I'm giving credit and I'm like, do people understand this is really how this goes? You have to register the music. You put it
Yes. It's a
out. I got
yes.
stuff on all platforms. It doesn't matter if they make up one tomorrow. I'm gonna put a new song on that.
I know that's real.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I applaud that. I applaud you just stepping out on faith because some people don't even they working in studios, major studios right now, and have a whole album done and really don't know that press and play on that releasing. is the most important thing right now to get these streams up. Just, you being on the show, somebody can go right now and play your song a million times one time, one person.
Yes.
And it's on, and that's what we want. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all share this show, share it. We're going to play LaShonda Schofield's music all night. You know what I'm saying? Till the show is over. You know what I'm saying? If you want shout out anybody, any more loved ones that you want to just say, thank you.
I want to love on my parents for just, giving me an opportunity to do music at a very young age and encouraging me along the way. So shout out to them. Shout out to my sisters. Shout out to my cousins that I recently connected with on this past week. And it's really been an honor and just a joy to do music. And shout out to my producers as well, because I don't do this by myself. They are amazing musicians, and we're a well-oiled machine.
Looks like it and feel like it to me. Where are you from? Where
I am originally from a little, well, it's not really little. I'm from Valdosta, Georgia. That's where I was born. So I'm a Georgia peach.
Hey everybody, all my family in Georgia. Some new music over here.
But I grew up in Ettrick, Virginia, and I spent majority of my formative years in Maryland. So I grew up in Prince George's County, Maryland, and moved to Atlanta. Like I've been kind of like, bouncing around, but I'm now in the Houston, Texas area.
Yeah, my cousin Kiki said she been streaming. She already was on it. So Atlanta, Georgia, now she's in California. But the family know about real music. That's what I love.
Thank you.
I love it. And shout out to my buddies and everybody that's in my chat. Like I said, we played Zaza. We played Zaza for you, loved one. Thanks for coming in and let me know you had a special request, boo. We love our overseas warriors. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing but play what you want. We got it like that, What's one of your favorites to perform?
I would have to say I like Wash That Man. I like performing Wash That Man. But I like Calamity too.
Girl.
Yeah. Hello, stranger in my DM.
Yeah.
Calamity is dope too. Yeah.
No, really it is. You have a lot of dope melodies. I love it. Like seriously, when we get into the show, I'm just, we're gonna be done, but I'm gonna be chilling, like for real. This is like listening to female music and especially R&B when it's new and fresh. I just want everybody to hear it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want them to hear what I'm hearing. So tonight is special. So if you got any other special songs, because we playing Wash That Man, we playing My Rhythm, My Blues, No Gone Boys Allowed, Calamity, Free.
Yes.
Like, do you have anything that you really want to say about any of these songs? Because you're a cold songwriter, sis.
Bless you. Bless you. Calamity was really my response to, I went through this season right after I got divorced, where it's like, how when you change your
we needed this because that Mary J vibes had blown out a long time ago. She got in them relationships and then we ain't got no use.
But I went through this season after I divorced and changed my status on Facebook. So once you go from married to single, like the floodgates opened.
Whoa, I know that.
And everybody was DMing and trying to,
crazy, trying to figure out.
Yeah, they was just going nuts, which is, it's all good in the neighborhood. However, they were just really vulgar in the DMs. So this was the season when guys were sending me nudie pics and just being really raunch.
Yeah.
I was like,
because they think being single means you on the market. Like I'm not in the
for real. Like I'm using the platform to promote myself as an artist. So I'm not really sure what part of that said I was looking to date you. But so I was getting the WYDs, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna take
WYD.
these experiences.
My producer is in the chat right now and say Calamity is dope. Your favorite word is WYD. For real. Serious. Go ahead, sis. Go.
No, I was just like, so if I need to educate men on how to treat me,
Yeah.
how to treat us.
I have
And
a
that's
long
how
history of
calamity was
memories that
born.
says, don't go in my DM or my inbox and just tell me, hey, don't tell
Yeah,
me
like,
info. Don't tell me one word, please. You learn more than this. Please just
right.
introduce yourself and let's go from there. But other than that, I'm blocking you. I can't. I'm not doing this.
In the song I say, be better than this. Because if you want to kiss a queen someday, you're gonna have to learn the rules and just behave.
Yeah,
Like, there is a method to the madness,
it
but
really is.
you know,
Hmm.
don't be a gentleman.
Yeah.
Be a gentleman. So that was, how calamity was born. Watch That Man is that's a personal story. That's like,
Do you care
yeah.
to share? Do you care to share?
I mean, okay, so make a very long, long, long story short, because I'll probably be asked this again.
Okay.
I was coming home from work. I was really, really sick. And I came in the house. And you know how like the alarm chime or the door chime,
Hmm.
you walk in the door and it goes, "Boop, boop, boop." So I was like, hey, I'm home. He didn't hear me. So I go upstairs because I'm like, let me just get some NyQuil and lay it down. So I walk upstairs and I hear him singing on the phone, somebody. So I was
Singing.
like, So I just like, you ain't creeping if you're in your own house. So
Yeah.
I was just like standing there. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stand here for a minute and listen to what I need to listen to.
Yeah.
So I heard enough and I had to go in there and break up the party. So that was really the beginning stages of Watch That Man because that relationship ended up dissolving.
Yeah.
But I was like, I need to put this in song. Um, I need to memorialize this moment because I've been with this person for like almost a decade.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to memorialize this in song and
Yeah.
Watch That Man was born.
And look at how beautiful you look after washing that man. That is,
I
sometimes
mean,
you
we
have to
go
just,
through real stuff. Like
yeah,
the
come on.
songs, I can't sing them, I can't perform them if they don't have meaning.
Exactly.
So not all of my songs are autobiographical, but
Yeah.
I try to draw from really authentic places.
Mm,
So
mm, mm. And my cousin said, guys, please only send news when requested.
yeah,
Exactly.
I don't want to see
What
your.
is
I
going
say that in
on?
the song too. I don't want to see your body parts. You're
Mm,
from
mm,
that
mm.
dirty mind population. Like I don't stop.
And this computer, internet, social media age is different than what I grew up in. And I can be with someone and not even be on my phone. And that's how much attention that I can give. But once people are just that serious about just internet and pictures and all that, I just don't feel like they real. You're like
It's
a
not real.
robot to me. You know what
It's
I'm
not
saying?
real. We get into these situationships, text situationships.
Mhm.
When you are in a text relationship, that's not
Exactly.
real.
No,
So if the guy is primarily texting you and you're not getting any one-on-one FaceTime or
mhm,
phone time, it's not real.
it's not
Online dating to me is not real. Like
until it gets
I've
really
told
real.
myself, that's not for me.
Yeah.
I want to meet my guy in a very organic way.
Thank you.
Um,
Good. Thank you. I am the
'Cause I
same.
feel like, when you're online with someone, it's really what you're saying is pick
Yeah.
me.
Hmm.
It's not one of my mentors, he refers to it as being a pick Misha. Don't
Uh,
be a pick Misha.
I heard that first here. Okay. Don't be a pick me.
Don't be a pick Misha.
For real, just don't do it. But buddy,
No,
sometimes the
it's not real.
situationships, can go fine and you end up being in business and stuff. But then sometimes it's messy, because some, people don't know how to, draw the line. And in this business, you have to draw that line. And it really has to be clear because there's a lot of people that will misconstrue. Because I don't even go to any
Girl,
places because I just can't. What's one of the song's biggest requests? Who I know you have some people that be like, when you out there in the shows, what song?
I would definitely watch That Man. I don't know what it is about that song. It just
It's
like
real. It's
everybody,
raw.
they'll come to me and they'll be like, "Girl, what is that song? Who was that about? Is that a real life story? Like,
People are so real though. They will
and
ask
and
you.
and I engage the crowd. I get them to
Yeah.
watch that man right along with me. So, it's about the audience participation and and just really getting them involved. So I would say watch that man for sure.
Yes. Watch them and make sure y'all listen, tune in. Do you have a website
I do. It's LaShondaSchofield.com.
and
And
all
I
our
have a
platforms?
site for my label as well. It's 309music.com.
Yeah, we support all independent and all self-made, you know what I'm saying? Independent, however you want to call it, it means that I'm doing for self-preservation, and she has self-preservation. So please go and support lovely listeners. Y'all know how we do it. We go and show real big love. So we're gonna go into No Grown Boys Allowed and get into this LaShonda Schofield mix tonight.
Woo-hoo.
We gonna get into this mix, y'all, man. I mean, we needed a girls' night out. We needed a girls' night on Lovely Radio, and that's what we doing, man. Shoulders out and all on Zoom, So let's get it, Queen. We gonna get into No Grown Boys Allowed, and then I want you to introduce it though.
Okay.
Go ahead, introduce.
So the song that you're about to listen to is from LaShonda Schofield, and it is No Grown Boys Allowed.
It's your girl, Miss Toy, and LaShonda Schofield on the Lovely Radio Show. Let's go.
I'm already planning the second EP. The EP that I'm working on now, that should be out, God willing, by August at the latest.
Okay,
God willing.
21, y'all, 2021.
Yeah,
We gonna
because
keep
it's
coming
because
up.
right now it's just really about mixing them and making sure
Yeah,
that I have the right mix of
yeah.
songs. So I'm still recording a few.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And they
but
might end up going on the album, so you never know. So while you mix,
right,
yeah,
right.
mm-hmm.
And some may end up going on the
No,
next one, So I have a good mix of different
I love it.
concept titles.
Yeah.
But I'll take you up on that.
Oh no, definitely. We have to bring one for the world.
Mhm.
I represent the Warriors, and the Warriors really came about when I practiced a lot of different things, and I study, but this song I did called I Am a Warrior was during the time I was in a breakup, and I hadn't all the way broke up yet. So then I sat and I really was like, you know what? Most of the time that I write, not just my songs, but if I write a letter or I write a journal or I write out something, it happens. So this was one
Mm.
time that I just, I was writing and I was like, I started writing something while I was doing a journal, and then the melody came to my head and I was just like, I am a warrior. I ain't afraid of y'all. Better come hard or don't come at all. Got
Mhm.
God's grace. It's in my
Hey,
everything. And when I
hey,
feel it doubt, I wanna hear
hey,
you say. And then I was just like,
hey,
look, I was just like,
yeah.
I just started writing this song. So I Am a Warrior started my whole series. I Am a Warrior part one, two, and so then all of just how everybody, Rihanna has the Navy, Beyonce has Days, and everybody became my warriors and they started supporting my music independently. And I haven't stopped ever since. So I feel that Watch That Man. I feel that sometimes music can lead you to start back on your own path. Like I was on my path before and I got derailed. It was my own fault. You know what I mean?
Woo,
But I said, you know what? I have the strength in these words and I had the power to do some things.
girl.
And I need to just work my magic. My mama told me this. She was like, use your power for good, girl. One day she just told me,
Use your
use
power
your power for
for
good.
good.
And I just remember
Yeah,
that day.
that's a
I,
good one. That's a gem.
yeah.
Yes,
And
because we
I,
have a choice.
yeah, yeah.
We
That's
have
why
a
I
choice
said
how we use it.
I use my power for good. And I'm always thankful for just the memories of when I was in that place. And I remembered I had the strength to get on back on my path. And so now I'm just staying in my path and I'm loving on other people who are in it. It's just a joy to watch some of the
Thank
transitions. So
I was in a similar situation. I'm recently divorced, so I know about being derailed. Um,
yeah.
but I think the main thing was I knew what God had put inside of me. So I knew what my purpose was. I knew what I was supposed to be doing. I knew if you get off, it was like God was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right, kick that pebble out.
Yeah, what you
Oh,
doing?
yeah, go. Yeah.
Yeah, what you doing? And it's like after so many times shaking me up, what you doing? You can't
Mhm.
be sad about it, and I couldn't be mad no more. I couldn't be upset with anybody. I could just be me, you know. So it started coming more out in the music, and as I started expressing myself, I got clean albums, I got the raw version, I got just being a rap artist. You know, I got to give it to them the way they love it, and
Yeah.
that's my method to my madness now. You know what I'm saying? I don't look for other things outside of what I'm able to do and what I'm able to handle. You know, because I know some of that stuff I did when I was younger. I don't even know how I was able to handle it. It just don't make no sense
Ooh.
sometimes. It's just like, what was I handling that for? Because the experience, I needed it just for my own archives. And that's why I'm never creatively bankrupt, because I can go in archives
Mm,
in my memories and be
girl.
like, check
Woo.
this out. Look what I
Yeah.
survived, and
Yeah.
let me put
Yeah.
it in my own face. Cause I'm not preaching to people, and I'm not bragging to them to tell them, oh, I did this. And no, this is important as
Mhm.
a woman to achieve and survive at the same time. Do you
Amen.
know those things are not even possible?
Amen.
Achieve and survive at the same time. You
Mm.
getting accolades over here and you all sad, you can't do it.
Right.
You sad
Right.
over here, you getting accolades and you sad.
Right. Ooh.
So I couldn't live that life. I can't go play two different people. I have to go be me at all times.
Ooh.
Come home and
Your
I'm relaxed.
authentic, true
That's it.
self.
And that's all I can give to my people. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
that
And
we on
so
the same
thank
page.
you for giving it back, because we knew we
We
need
on
that too.
the same page.
I am aware of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So this platform is serious. It's
Mhm.
serious business for independent artists and label owners such as ourselves.
Mhm.
It's not by accident. God designed
Mm,
this day for show
mm,
for it to
mm,
go down just like this. So,
mm.
I thank
Timing is
you again just for giving me your time, your energy, and we already playing your music. We into my rhythms, my
everything.
blues. Yeah, we into that one right now. Calamity just went off. So I
Yes.
love you. You know, the Zoom has been
Oh,
amazing. You can tell them again where to find you, and then I'll send you the link for the show
okay.
tonight. And that way you can share it with your loved ones.
Yay. Yay.
LaShonda Schofield, y'all. I'm telling you, I love warriors. I really do appreciate you putting in all your energy back into the music and just showing up where you are right now in the universe. Perfect timing.
Thank you.
Okay. So keep going. We gonna find a phenomenal track if I have to. You know what I'm saying? I got some great producers as
Okay,
well.
cool. That's what's up.
We can do both. So however we gonna do it, we gonna play that one now, because y'all gonna hear some great stuff, because I'm gonna keep her in the mix over here on the Lovely Radio Show, and then y'all mess around and get a collaboration coming real soon.
Hey.
Hey, let me come back. Okay, so we back on the Lovely Radio Show, live on Spreaker.com. It's your girl, Miss Toy. We've been on a Zoom, just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Chit chatting, doing what we do, like my song Chatty Chatty. That's on Real in the City. So yeah, we're here with LaShonda Schofield, my girl, my queen, my warrior, and she bringing nothing but love tonight. So I hope you guys are enjoying the lovely mix. And we're going to leave with Free to Love, but I'm going to allow her to introduce that song and also remind some people who just popped in my chat where to go find her at. Go ahead, sis.
Free to Love is near and dear to my heart. That's the song that I did with my Namibian African brothers.
Yes.
So I am grateful to introduce to you my new single, Free to Love, featuring MIG.
Let's go, Lovely Radio. It's your girl, Miss Toy. And we back every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you know what it is. MissToyMusic.com. Love y'all. See y'all soon. Love you.
Likewise, sis.
I
Thank you.
promise this is amazing. I love when a good plan comes together. Success. Yes.
Perfect timing too. The
Yeah.
only thing I didn't mention, and I could kick myself.
I'm not finished. This Zoom is still
Oh, okay.
on.
I was gonna say because I didn't say where they can reach me again, and
Multitasking. So we're
that
on
I
YouTube on this one. I'm
working on.
editing. Listen, and I'm editing this video. We're
Okay.
tasking. We have Zoom right here, and then I have Lovely Radio Show on Spreaker. So they're listening to music and we're talking about this at the same time. So I don't put the music on YouTube because I don't want them blocking anything, but I'm
Right.
live on Spreaker, and Spreaker is iHeart Music, Spotify, it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it just pays to know what's going on.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever you want to say, add it right in here because we're going to
Okay.
put it in. Shoot.
Okay, so this is what's going on. I am working on my new EP titled Salt and Sugar, due out this August. And it's going to have some really amazing music on there featuring No Grown Boys Allowed, which is currently the single that's being promoted now. And can't wait for you guys to hear it. There's a great mix of songs. I have a house cut called Red Beans and Rice that I collaborated with South African DJ Ralph Kahn. So I cannot wait for y'all to hear that. And just some amazing sounds from various American producers, Chris and Conrad Rosser. They're twins out of Atlanta. And I'm working with Von Vargas. He's out of Baltimore, Maryland, and just some really amazing folks. So thank you guys for supporting me, supporting my music. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And if you like, you can join me and my tribe on LaShondaSchofield.com. I'm also on Twitter at DatGirlCanWrite. That's DATGURL Can Write. And I'm also on Instagram and Facebook, LaShonda Schofield.
Amazing. See how that works? So you're not leaving nothing out, okay? Beautiful. All right. I love you. You got my number. I got yours. And
You got mine, I got yours.
and we're gonna be posting it. So I'll be sending you the link as usual. I'll be in that DM. So much love, so much fun. And it didn't even seem like we was here an hour. Like it just didn't seem like
Girl, I
it was
just
like
really enjoyed. Oh my gosh, this was the highlight of my day.
thank
For
you.
real. Like
Thank you.
I've been following your platform for quite some time too. And when you reached out, I was like,
Oh no, I have to bring my women on. I'm like, I guess where my warrior women at? I'm like, do you have time right now? Because I really feel like it's a joy and an honor just to be able to bring you to my platform, you know, just to be able to say, this is a friend of mine, this is a music artist, this is my peer, y'all. I'm aware of what's going on. Please,
wow.
let's just share each other because that's what they're doing for me in different places. And I, you know, the least I could do as, you know, a pioneer, as
You
somebody
know
in this
how
business.
empowering the word peer is.
You my
That is
peer, girl. You dope. You crazy. You my peer. You've been doing this from day one. It's people that just started. They are not my peers. They just got a deal. You understand? They got a record deal.
wow.
You are my sister in this. I wish you nothing but success. And if
Likewise.
you need anything, just know I'm like one of them sisters. Miss Toy, give me your advice on this. Do you know this?
Girl,
I'm that person,
okay.
seriously, and I'm honest. So it's no, you know, I don't straddle the fence. I just, if you know, if it was
Great
done for
subject.
me in a certain way, you know, I can get on the phone and be like, you know what, I just ran into such and they'd be like, oh no, 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 and I'll be like, okay, that's all I need to say. Say less.
Hey, yep.
So
And
I'm
sometimes that's all you need to hear.
listen. I'm that person. Okay, for us, for us, women. That's all I want you to know. No shade to nobody, but I just have to tell you if I've experienced this or that, if they've been real, if they've been on point. It's
I
my
got you.
duty
I got you.
to not let smoke be blown up. Nobody asked while we doing our own thing and spending our own money.
Right.
It's not their job to do that, but it is. So we got to watch out for them.
Right. Right.
It is their job because they how they gonna eat, but not me. Don't do me. Don't do my
Yeah,
friends.
don't do me like that. Yeah,
Don't
and
do
don't
don't
do
do
her like that.
don't
Yeah,
do
right.
her. Don't do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you, but don't do us. We have a hard job as it is. So
That's
no
what's
matter.
up.
So I love that you're a songwriter. That you just come up with these great, cool,
I try to do my
funny.
best.
You
A
know,
lot of times I don't like to put a lot of thought into it because you put a lot of thought into it, it'll throw
me
you
either.
off.
Yeah,
But
me either.
some of the best songs just come from really like organic, off the cuff places.
Raw.
Because
And sometimes
Free
you
to Love, I was in the kitchen cooking red beans and rice. and eating Popeye's chicken.
See,
And I was just washing dishes, cleaning up, just finished making the red beans and rice, and the melody just started to come. I mean, that's how it
I
happens.
love
I don't even know what came first, the chicken or the egg, but it just started to form. And it
damn.
helped me in love at the time, or what I thought was love, because it was
It's a
really
gumbo. It's like you
it's
throwing
a mix.
everything in a pot. You throwing everything in a pot with these melodies. So sometimes it don't even matter what came first. It's stuck.
Girl,
It's good.
it's just good. It's just
Yeah.
good.
And you roll with it. No, I love to hear about how songs are made, as
Yeah, I was in the kitchen. Free to love. I was in the kitchen. Watch that man. I was in the tub looking at a shampoo bottle because he was making me mad. And I was like, I feel so sad right now. And that's when the lines like soap in my eyes, he's making me cry. Like, because
Yeah,
I was in a state where I was just like, this nigga, like I was like, really? This what we doing? But that
right.
was from looking at shampoo bottles and conditioner
Mhm.
bottles and just being inspired from that.
Damn. Damn, look, damn it. I love
And
it.
Calamity, let me see, where? Oh, Calamity, I was in Chicago at the Sofitel in
Mhm.
Chicago at a hotel after a conference. And I just started writing in the hotel room, looking out the window at the beautiful landscape of the city. And
It don't take
the hook,
nothing.
the hook came.
Mm, 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 mm.
Calamity looking. No, no, it wasn't even calamity. It was some crazy, stupid little elementary lyrics. I ain't even gonna tell you what the lyrics were because
You
they
put
were
them
so.
back together later on, and you made that.
Yeah, the thing is, they start off in these really organic, simplistic places.
Yeah,
And because I am a songwriter where I don't like to write songs that don't have substance,
yeah.
like I'm not a 1, 2, 3, ABC. I like to write stuff that has substance. So I'll
Hmm.
come up with some very crazy lyrics that don't make no sense to nobody. And then we take that because we have a very strong melody,
Yeah.
and then we write what it's supposed to
Good.
be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I like going back and listening to the whimsical things that I
Yeah.
create in the infancy stages because you're like, that didn't make any sense.
Mm.
That wouldn't make sense commercially, but it's all part of the creative process.
It is. It is. And I enjoy just hearing that too, because that's the process. Because, going back, changing words and putting it in before you record is amazing. It's great.
Everybody has their own way of doing it though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like nobody has a prescribed way to do it.
No.
Everybody comes and arrives at it in a different way. So
Yeah.
I tell people this. I have been blessed beyond measure. I've experienced a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. I've been to many places that I've ever wanted to go in this world. That's factual.
Hmm.
So if God called me home today, I can honestly say to you that I'm okay. And everything that happens beyond today is extraordinary.
Mm, mm, mm. I got to give it up to you.
That's factual. And a lot of people can't say that. Like I
No.
can say that and mean it. So somebody coming to me with the BS, I can pluck that pebble out of my shoe real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because
I believe you.
I'm not looking for anybody's validation in that regard.
Absolutely.
I know who I am. I know the power that I serve. I know why I'm here. That's another piece. A lot of us don't know why we're here.
Yeah.
So it's important for us to tap into our gifts and our talents. And if you don't know what your gifts and your talents are, ask God to reveal them to you. Because once He does, it is then your job to carry them out.
Yeah.
Don't compare
Don't
yourself.
ask him if you're not ready, because
Don't ask him because he gonna show it to you. He's been showing it to you, but
absolutely.
were you in the consciousness to hear?
Yeah.
Many of us, we operate in a conscious state of mind, and we're not able to hear God. So when you turn down the background noise and it's quiet, and in your still moments, you can hear God clearly, and He will lay it all out for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to have all the answers. All he requires you to do is just put one foot in front of the other and
Action, move,
action.
get it. Yep, that's it.
And as you show him your earnestness, he will reveal the next part of the plan. He can't give you the whole movie because it'll blow your mind. It's too much. Your mind can't process and handle everything at one time. So it may be a situation where you have to grow in a certain area. So he's going to allow you time to strengthen you and then elevate you. So it's a series of elevations.
And that
But what I
elevation
was
is
saying
going
is
to be consistent.
exactly, I'm entrusting you with this. Can you handle it?
Yeah.
So I know there's more beyond what is happening right now. I'm enjoying what's happening right now because I'm like, okay, God, I am following you.
Yeah.
I am listening. I am executing. I am doing what you are asking me to do consistently, God. Because before he doing this and I'm doing this.
Going the wrong way. And not fast.
And he would tell me, you going the wrong way. You going the wrong way. You going the wrong way. And sometimes he gotta force you to
that way. Yeah.
Okay. But he here. You back here.
Feel right. When that feeling come in and you be like, oh my God, I don't want to change. That's when you really gotta change. That's when you really gotta move. Because it's not that many chances.
Don't make them sit you down.
I was in that wheelchair fixing my publishing on crutches, because sitting down and trying to get your attention can happen in all kind of different ways. So my attention was like, oh, I didn't even have this together. What I'm over here doing then? I need to get this together. Then when I get back on my feet, I'm together mentally. I know what I'm doing. It's a goal here. Record industries change. It's going digital. I have to own my digital property. You know what I'm saying? I have to, this doesn't have anything to do with a label. My digital rights is my digital rights. That's mine. Along with this songwriting shit and everything else, right? This can go together and I could pretty much do some things and invest back into myself.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And so thank you for allowing me to get some of that joy from experiencing, you know what I mean, the conversation we have, that you've been through some things. And that's why God is just going to continue to bless you. You've been consistent. You've been showing out, you know what I'm saying, in his way. And so it's evident that all we got to do is do our part. Everybody else.
All we got to do is do our part.
I'm going to do my part over here on my platform, along with the things that I've been doing, and just continue to show, you know, the artists that really deserve that love. This is what we're doing it for. And this is why these platforms are made. And I'm not doing this stuff for myself. I've never done this for myself. It feels good to be able to join forces and do some stuff for people who, you know, the music needs to be, you know, like the main thing, because that's our business. Black people, we didn't live all day off of this if we was able to get control over how it was distributed. I know that it would just change a whole lot of stuff. But, you know, until we get there, we individually are doing it.
Get there too.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a lot of good people that have been showing me how to do a lot of this stuff. And I'm just thankful that they know where I can learn and I could teach and I can, you know, just pass it on, because, you know, that money forever and ever with music, it's no other job I would want to have where I'm going to leave a job, you know what I'm saying, and go to somewhere I can own and then I can have a pension for my music. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna have a job, a legacy
for my children, for my family.
Yeah. So no, I don't want your job. I want to have my business.
I want to have my own job.
Yeah, that's my job.
Amen.
So you doing your job. Salute to you, sis. And I always, for real, just want your energy on the show as much as possible. So whenever you have time, you want to co-host with me and you just want to come get some positive energy. We talked, you know what I'm saying, on the Zoom, to where I can chop this up and put it on YouTube. But it's important though. Like, I think for my show that they see women kind of doing this. So thanks.
Amen.
I
Thank you.
And we'll talk soon. And I'll definitely send you the link when she's done editing.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Talk to
All right.
you
Have a
soon.
great evening.
You
Yay.
too. I'll
Have a
talk
good
to you
one.
soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.